We play.
We fight.
We conquer.
Indeed we do. It's weird. We're on still screens and it's like, you're overloading your encoder. Am I? Am I overloading my encoder? I feel like that's not true. How is everyone doing on this day? As you can tell, I'm doing well. It's fine. It's all fine. It is all fine. And I just got a notification that pre-orders are available today for Ease 9. Monstrum Nox, the digital deluxe edition. So you guys are fans of the Ease series, you can do that. And I need to actually go and hit up NIS America to see what's coming out soon and what I can wait on, because I know there was nothing coming out until the new year. It is now the new year, so I can get back on that. Now, I went back and forth in my mind for many hours thinking about what I wanted to play today. And honestly, I don't know that I necessarily chose a good thing, but it's something I always wanted to play. So, we'll do it. It tells you I wasn't overloading it now. It's just OBS is weird. It does that semi-occasionally. So, who knows? But, yeah, there are several games now that I do play that does overload it. And I have to use a low CPU setting, which makes the file size astronomically massive. Like, instead of 6 to 7 gig, which is already pretty darn big, it's like 32 to 45 gig. It's crazy. But, hey, workarounds, right? OBS is very weird. I do not disagree. How you doing today, Colonel? You feeling good? Are you situated for Friday? I know it's so late for you, but it is what it is. We got a double confirmation. We got Cup. We got myself. Mutana told me it was all good. You're cold? Yeah, it's been pretty cold. I actually had to shovel through some snow for a few days, which was special. And actually hurt me a little bit. Not hurt. Like, while I was doing it, I'm like, man, I am severely out of shape right now. This is not good for me. So it's about -1 or -1 for those of us in the know. Celsius, or about 30 degrees, give or take, Fahrenheit. So pretty cold. Situated for Friday. Awesome. Un momento, por favor. I'm very stuffy today, and I wouldn't say congested, but I don't know. Just don't feel right today. Not sure why, but it's okay, because we're getting to do something fun. I'm going to try to do regular streams once a week. We're going to do Wednesday streams on YouTube. Probably going to stick with the game unless it's just horrible. I have no idea what this game is going to be like. I've wanted to play it for about 5 years or more, I want to say. And I finally picked it up like a year ago, and I'm like, I'll cover it at some point. It's never going to happen. So, figured, I was thinking either Game Dev Studio or this, because there's a giant amount of games that I have that I never got a chance to cover. Also, I think at some point I got sent the Iron Harvest beta, and I just was so busy with Indie Bro stuff that I never got to check out the Iron Harvest beta. So when I requested the Iron Harvest when it was actually coming out, I think they overlooked me, because I was going through games that I never played. I'm like, I don't have Iron Harvest, what? And it's like, purchase. I'm like, well, why is it even in my library? Oh no, because that looked really good. I really wanted to play that one. That bummed me out. It's about 5 there. Ice Age, there you go. Alright, man, take care. Yeah, my throat's a little bit sore, and my nose is a little stuffy, and I'm a little coffee, but, I'll be alright. Alright, let's hop in and let's get started. Mr. Exiled Fury. Let's see if we can at least break our double digits concurrent viewers. And I'll be medium happy. Why is that upside down? Oh, it's like freaking out. Very strange. Alright. It shows that this is highlighted on OBS, and yet on my screen it's not. And this is not lighting up when I go over it. Well, it'll be interesting. Let's see if it actually works. Oh, that's not a good sign. It's not actually working. All right, I'm gonna have to do a thing. Un momento, por favor. And it's overloading the encoding again, even though that's physically impossible. I have nothing running that is pulling my CPU. I think the total CPU usage right now is like 16%, so not sure. No, what is that? Why is that there? When did that come up? I can't get rid of it. Oh, well, that's cool. All right, well, whatever. Un momento, again, por favor. I'm gonna have to do window capture. I don't think it's gonna be a problem for this game particularly, because I don't imagine it's gonna be like super highly intensive, crazy stuff. I might have to put it. Nope. I'm gonna have to put it into a windowed mode. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to play around with it for a minute. So talk to me, Heavy Metal Exiled. Yeah, it does look cool. I almost actually... No, it was too expensive for my cheap little butt. No, I'm not cheap, but I just can't afford to buy a ton of stuff. Alright, I need to go into settings and change this to windowed mode. And then I can actually find it in the window. There it is. And then when I set it back to full screen, it works. Yay! Alright. Good old technical difficulties. By the way, I am not going to be editing or doing anything special with the streams. I'm hoping that they post and they stay posted, but other than that, eh. I'm also thinking about maybe doing, I don't know, you guys can give me your thoughts if you want, maybe doing a VOD channel that I literally just dump the VODs on raw and I just don't care about it. If you guys ever want to catch up on stuff that I do on Twitch or on... I'm not recording while I'm doing stream stuff on Steam, so that you won't be able to see, but basically YouTube stuff, that's like the big long live streams, and of course the Twitch VODs. I could throw on a different channel that just sits there. I mean, it's just for you guys if you ever want to watch it. Because it looks more and more, and I've heard this from several people, and I see a lot of people are starting to do stuff like this. YouTube is caring more and more and more about retention and watch time, as opposed to views, and even to the extent of like likes and interaction. Like, apparently watch time is now king. It's like one of the most important things. So, the longer the video, the less likely somebody's going to watch all the way through. In fact, I think on average, 8 minutes is about the average people watch a video, which I just, for me, that blows my mind. I can't imagine going, oh, let me watch a third or half of this video and then just walk away. Like, I can't comprehend. And I realize it's an average between people going, oh, this sucks, and people going, oh, awesome, and they watch the whole thing. I get it, but still, 8 minutes is a weird number when most of my videos are 25 to 35 minutes, so. There you go. It'd be handy for catching up on Twitch streams. Yeah, because I know the VODs are there for 2 weeks, but they don't stay permanently on Twitch. And putting them on YouTube seems like it's going to be more and more detrimental. Hey, Randraug! What's up, buddy? Yeah, I'm very congested today. Well, not congested. I feel like I need to cough. It's almost like congestion, but without that thick heaviness. Alright, so we have two different options here. Let's actually get into the game a little bit. Standard. Characters start with one known skill. Characters gain a new skill point every 2 levels. Characters gain normal stamina spell points each level. For players who want to discover each new skill gradually and be rewarded often for level up, allowing more customization. Or, tactics. Characters start with 5 known skills. Characters gain a new skill point every 3 levels. Okay. Characters gain 20% less stamina spell points each level up. For players who want to start with many known skills to try combos and are willing to sacrifice level up. Oh. I feel like this should not be called tactics. It's fine. We're gonna go standard. Oh, it never updated. Alright, looks like I'm just gonna have nothing but problems with this game in general, so I apologize. Why didn't it update? I'm wondering if they... I may have to just play this in windowed mode then. Or, hold on, let's try this. I'm gonna try two different things. Yeah, I know the name's already in use. You know, most of the time, stuff works super easy, there's no issue. Semi-occasionally, that is not the case. Oh god, I didn't even get to read what that said. Dang it. Alright, we're going to try this again. Start the game. Hey, it's actually working for some reason this time, while I did basically the exact same thing that I had before. Okay, I guess as long as I'm not alt-tabbing, it's not going to break. Alright, inside the monastery there is only one lit room at this late hour, just enough light to see the empty pages of a thick book. A hooded monk leans over at the desk inside with a quill in hand. I am the monk. I am here to write a tale so epic that I cannot sleep until it is told. So here I write. The tale of the Amazon princess, Loren. I start this tale from the very beginning, back at a time when the world was blissfully unaware of the turmoil to come. Ooh, that's colored in nicely. Are we still good? Yeah, everything's good. We begin high in the mountains, deep in a mighty fortress. A sword slices the head of a trading dummy clean off, and it falls in pieces around the feet of a tall, raven-haired woman who blinks with blue eyes and a little bit of eyeshadow. Every morning, the servants would mend the training equipment so that it could be destroyed once again by their princess's hand during the next training session. One sword was not enough for this fierce warrior, no. She considered a shield dead weight, and an empty hand a death wish. Princess Loren would only fight with a sword in each hand. Where are the other dummies? There are none left, my grace. She was displeased to learn that her training would end so early today. She crossed her arms and stared down her attending servants. Then perhaps one of you should fetch a sword. The slaves gulped in unison after having witnessed what damage their princess could do. Alt tap is always the enemy. I like it. But before anyone could move, the piercing cry of a griffon, because of reasons, fell from the skies. Just then a messenger ran into the training ground, panting for breath. I feel like I should be doing that right now, as my lungs hate me. It's not good. Princess Loren, the captain. No, sorry. Princess Loren, the captain. She has returned. Alone, your majesty. Loren broke into a run. She ran as fast as she could to maintain, or to the main square inside the citadel. The Amazon scouts had landed with their griffons just as she arrived. The captain of the guards, Abreza, looked extremely grave as she approached her. Loren knew instantly that news the scouts carried would not be a routine report. Your Majesty, tell me. The scout stepped forward and placed a hand over her heart in salute. Queen Karen has been lost. Oh, no! Loren's face paled. She disappeared into the night. As of now, we do not know what happened to her. It's not a trace? We searched high and low, Your Majesty. She is not in Amazon territory. By the way, there is gameplay, I hope. I hope this isn't just a visual novel. Like, I don't mind storytelling like this to a degree, but there has to be gameplay involved. So, I'm hoping to get to that point soon. Then we have no choice in this matter. With the queen lost, Princess Loren must become our new queen. No, my mother is still alive, and she is still the queen. She is not dead. You did not find her body. Searching for her must be our top priority. Your Highness, You know that it is against the law to leave the Citadel. Your mother's fate is too uncertain. That's precisely why we must try to find her. I will search for her myself if I have to. Her hard glance challenged anyone to say otherwise. New quest. Find Queen Karen. Find the missing Amazon Queen. Get a reward. You just discovered your first quest. Quests give large experience point rewards once completed. To view the quest screen, use the Q key. Nice. Or click the icon that appears at the top right of the screen. Clicking that icon will also let you access the party management screen. Ooh. Oh, look, his eyes change color or close. I think they close. I don't know. The party management screen, you can also review and equip each character, check the available skills, manage the party inventory, and of course, the quest screen. Your Highness. Frieza looked conflicted. Your mother appointed me as the enforcer of Amazon law, and I must decree, if you leave the Citadel, you forfeit all support from the Amazons. What? When you abandon the Citadel, you abandon your title. That is what the Great Mothers dictated. Loren took a deep breath. She would be denied the armory, the military, or even access to the royal treasury. Then so it must be. I will find my mother by myself. Loren. Rosa closed her mouth and looked to her side. Majesty. Do not apologize, Commander. You are doing your duty, and the Queen will honor her when she returns. The Amazons may not be able to help you, but we will give you a promising individual who will aid you. The monk pauses for a moment, looking at what was written before continuing. And that is how it all began. Dun dun dun! No? Nothing? Alright. Loren is a powerful fighter, but lacks healing skills. Your playable character has the specialization class, Hero. That will be very helpful throughout the whole game. Now it is time to choose your character. Alright, I'm going to be a dude. A male human, he has been a slave for his entire life, born from a captured Imperial soldier. Or a female elf traded her freedom for protection from at a very young age. Yep, we're going to be a dude. Saren, look at our abs. We got abs, guys. I feel like the armor may be a little too small for us. I'm just saying. But hey, you know what? Maybe we're adopting the female style of armor for once. You know, the women always have the scantily clad armor, like the little metal bikini and the like the metal bra and everything else is exposed. We're not quite that bad, but like, our elbows are exposed, our midriff is exposed. I think it's fine. Seems fine. We could be a warrior or a thief. Really, those are our two options. Hold on. What about you? Same thing. Okay. Well, I mean, I feel like Loren's already a warrior. What do you guys think? Should we go warrior or should we go thief? Warriors have lots of hit points, can wear heavy armor, but move slowly and have limited long-range combat skills, while a thief is very quick and can inflict deadly blows to incapacitate targets. But they do have fewer hit points and wear lighter armor. We got one for thief, born smart Viking. I like it. He's gonna steal all the females' hearts. It's true. It's true. You think you might be biased with the warrior exiled? We got a warrior, we got a thief, and double thief. We're going thief. In 3, 2, 1. Thieves are weaker than warriors and usually stay in the back row on the battlefield, though if well equipped can sustain some damage. Remember that you can use Loren's guard action to protect any thief or mage positioned in the back row. Alright, cool. Ricos! Greetings and welcome to the stream of the Tububes. Hey, look at us. Our numbers are jumping. That's great. Look, we got through all the technical issues to get this game to actually work. Well, the game worked to get it to actually capture, and now folks are showing up. I like it. You want me to travel with a man? Sort of. She surveyed the young man more than a bit warily. Males were not well received among the Amazons, and their only function was seen as a means to procreate. Well, now you know what I was used for. I'm just saying, things happen. We don't get those brooding eyes for nothing. I'm kidding. We found a lot of talent in him. I bet you did, Your Majesty. Please hear him out. Saren, is that my name? It is an honor to meet you, princess. He bowed to her deeply. He is the son of our strongest warrior and most loyal slave. He has received their greatness, and has also demonstrated a talent in healing. Oh? There is no doubt that he will be wait, why? Huh? I'm a thief. How do I have healing ability? You know what? It's fine. He'll be a faithful servant. Is that true, man? Speak! Yes, your highness. Okay. I have served you and her majesty dutifully at the... Oh. Move the mouse to the attributes left to view quick help. What? Oh. Okay. Bob Rupert. Rupert, what's going on, man? Done doing that exercise stuff. Oh, lucky you. I'm still preparing to start. I'm still trying to eat all the horrible food that my wife has gifted upon me. And by horrible, I mean it tastes great, but it's really bad for me. I'm trying to get all that gone before I start doing things. That way I'm not tempted to counterbalance myself. It's a terrible plan. I should just counterbalance myself, but eh. Healing all the wounds gained during escapes. Death by snoo-snoo, exactly. Alright, let's see here. Strength is the primary attribute of a warrior, determining their skill. How much damage they do with their skills and attacks in both melee and ranged. Warrior attack power, strength plus skill divided by 2. Oh, great. We have to do math. I can't do that. That's way too complicated for me. For every class, strength influences how many hit points characters gets each level up, 5 per strength point. And the stagger threshold, how much damage the character can sustain before becoming staggered. Then we have skill. It is the primary attribute of thieves, determining with their strength attribute how much damage they do with their skills and attacks. Okay. Thief attack power, skill plus strength divided by 2. Okay. For every class, skill influences greatly the character's speed and defense values, and slightly the magic value. And then will, is for mages, and if it's a mage, it's will plus divided by skill. Okay, gotcha. How many stamina or spell points they have, magic value and defense value. Magic value, general resistance to magic attacks. Okay, where did I serve her majesty dutifully at? The healer's quarters? The training grounds or the royal palace? I'm feeling like it's the healer's quarters. I don't know why, but I like the idea of healing. You had some Christmas candy as a reward. Well, there you go. See, a little counterbalance, but not too bad. I'm thinking healers. What do you guys say? What say you? So, my goals with the stream, while you guys are deliberating here, my goals with the stream for Wednesdays is I would like to find a game, whether it stays this game or we jump into something else if I just don't think this is the right fit. A game that we're going to play from beginning to end. Every Wednesday you guys can show up. I'll be here live. It'll basically be like I'm streaming Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because I am, but Wednesday will be on YouTube, and this will just be its own confined stream. Also, if you guys want to tonight, I will be streaming more Tales of Magial on the Steam store page. Always feel free to stop in and check that out. It's just go to Tales of Magial on Steam and you'll find it, and I'll be streaming live at 8 p.m. Eastern today. For healer, let's see here. Royal Palace seems like a nice place to be a thief. That's true. Death by snoo-snoo. Always went for healer myself. So we got a Royal Palace healer. All right. Well, we know Exile's gonna go with he's gonna go with the training grounds, just to make it even. The palace makes sense. All right, palace it is. Specifically in the Queen's service. It's just too easy, isn't it? Ooh, I gained +2 in skill. Yeah, I did. You served my mother. How? Do you really want the details? Really? I do anything she asks of me. This sounds awfully familiar. Are you married by chance? I'm sorry. I have not seen you around the palace. My mother already has a personal servant, and he is not you. Princess Saren belongs to the Queen's harem. Of course I do. He has proven deep loyalties and obedience. Did you have to use the word... Never mind. Lauren's eyes grew wide as she took in the man before her. She had never looked at men with hungry eyes before, yet... Why would that change her... Never mind. Yet it was too difficult to not see why this one was deemed worthy... It's the abs, I'm telling you. Of her mother's company. Saren was one of the more handsomer slaves she'd encountered. This game's already making me smile. It's just so ridiculous. I love it. He is among the select men available to Her Majesty. That day were to ever come. For some reason, Loren was relieved to hear that this man was yet untouched by her mother, and found a mysterious joy in having him serve her instead. Yeah, that's creepy, man. Your skills in the bedroom are not of use to me, so do not expect to share the same duties. Apparently I've been untouched. Just saying. Just saying. Saren smirked, used to people treating him a certain way upon hearing his duty. But, yes'm. What actual use will you be of to me? Bleh. Saren could not reveal that his actual service to the Queen was far more illicit, and that his position in the Queen's harem was only a front. Dun dun dun! Intrigue, guys and girls. Intrigue. Saren was a spy and an assassin. Look at the face. Look at the face. I know my way around a battlefield. For the last several annual proving competitions, I have been sponsored to enter and have won many titles. For this year's proving, I was granted top place in the Target Challenge. I'm doing it. Yes, his skill with a bow and arrow rivals that of the Amazons. I gained +2 skill in small crossbow. Not only has he demonstrated superior fighting ability, but he is extremely loyal, tell them. I was allowed the honor of accompanying my mistress to the tavern, where she was disrespected by several rude drunkards. They were looking for a fight, so I offered to teach them a lesson, sneaked my mistress from the tavern, where I reasoned with them. I'm thinking the second one, but we'll see. A front or a bonus? Those face changes are unsettling. They are very unsettling, but also hilarious. Alright, I'm thinking we're gonna sneak them. I don't know, maybe we can teach them a lesson. I feel like we're gonna get like stealth credit if we go the route of sneaking. I'm sneaking. So we're gonna sneak. You guys, I'm excited to... I can't even say that. Ome wamo shindariru. Whatever that means. It's good though. I like it. I was able to save her from an unnecessary fight. I distracted them while she slipped outside and cloaked myself to make my escape as well. Look, now he's got confident smirk. I gained +2 in skill. Oh, well that's thanks. It's real generic. It is true he disrespected his mistress deeply, as he will... Oh, sorry. I don't know what... It's fine. As he will respect you. I'm still thinking of the guy that got disrespected from... Never mind. It's fine. He did not fail to craft a present for his mistress for the winter solstice. Tell her, what was the last gift you made? The head of the guy in the tavern. I showed my loyalty by giving her a beautiful bow, a rare bow. A bow. We're going bows, man. I carved a ceremonial bow to represent my mistress's superior skill in archery to all of the citadel. She allowed me to use the bow in the proving competitions, earning the envy of all. Yes. +2 in skill. Again. She received the gift very well, and I was praised. I was just happy to give her a small emblem of her great strength and wisdom. Unfortunately, even my mighty mistress was not invincible. She succumbed to a grave illness in her last days. She called me to her side. Wait. She did... I thought she left. What? She granted me one reward for my service, and I chose... and I chose to stay in the harem. Where's that option? No, I'm kidding. Well, it's not a shield. And I don't think it's an enchanted ring. Leather armor, I suppose. You can see that I'm wearing it right now. Her armor has kept me safe and secure. I am sometimes confused for my mistress because it so resembles her. Oh, wait, what? Okay, that's weird. I feel as if she is with me even now. I gained +2 in skill, and I acquired leather armor that's clearly not metallic. And his loyalty does not end there, your highness. Saren has demonstrated an act of a true servant of the Citadel. I was approached by another slave. They spoke of fantastic lands and cities and life away from the Citadel. I associated with this person to the point that he confided in me a plan to escape. He wished for me to come with him, and I convinced him not to escape. I reported him to the authorities. I refused, but helped to free him. That's awful. Oh, his mistress wasn't the queen? I thought she was. It does seem a little bit weird. It's a bondage suit. This wasn't supposed to go this way, guys and gals. It's still supposed to be PG, and I suppose it kind of is, if it's more PG-13 right now, but still. It's touching on not. It's definitely touching on not that. I reported him to the authorities. I'm a snitch. I might get a stitch. It's fine. He was a traitor to the queen, and I reported his plotting to the guards. I did not see him again. Saren's loyalty is unquestionable. Ooh, I got 2 in strength that time. Look at me. Slash flex. Ugh. It'll be a less difficult loss to let go of our most prized slave. However, I will trust you with no one less, my princess. Are you happy with your choices, or would you like to start the creation again? We're fine. Let's go. Are you willing to put your life on the line for my cause? Without hesitation. Ah! I suppose you will be satisfactory. I think he stubbed his toe. That's what that face was. Loren demanded an immediate departure, as leaving could not be too soon with her mother missing. Alright, let's give me some gameplay. I've had enough. I've had enough talking. I've had enough story. Just get me into the game. It's just normal. Don't care. Default difficulty, you should be able to win most battles by not sucking. Okay, cool. Or maybe, but never mind. Remember that if you find the game too easy or too hard as you play, you can change it from any time in the preferences menu. Sweet. Loren instructs Saren to take care of any business in the Citadel before they left. You'll be able to shop in each town you travel to. At the start, you only have basic equipment and are carrying a few potions. Potions will be very useful in some battles, especially at the hard difficulty level. All items you own will be stored in the party inventory, which you can access anytime by pressing the I key. IKEA? IKEA. Lord Zahn, welcome. Yes, that was a dude with abs. Refused will. I had the skill. I want more action. True. Bestard Bonds was a special game. It was fun, but it was getting. I didn't stop because it was getting difficult, but it was getting a little bit difficult having to like backtrack constantly because everything that you were claiming was getting reclaimed, and then again, like many things, it fell by the wayside. I will change the party setup because I don't know what it is. Oh, wow! What? Oh, I'm like, we're gonna have this many people in our party at once? No, it's gonna be front row, back row. There it is. I will hide behind you, my princess. Current party limit is 6. Must be in the party is both Saren and Loren. Okay, got it. I mean, we can look at shopping. Whoa. I have a fine crossbow that I should probably equip. And I bet leather armor. A whole bunch of potions. Do we have any money? We have 100. I feel like that's not going to be enough to buy anything. Actually, the stuff is not overly expensive. Hold on. If I press I, okay. Loren's got her double swords. A tempered longsword. Exiled, super excited by this. And a standard short sword. Alright. A little bit of a mixed match of weapons. Like most people who dual wield actually would do. She's got a combination of all sorts of different armor. She's got leather boots, bracers, and a shawl, or shoulder pads. And then she's got mail for her chest and waist, legs and torso. I don't know. And then she's got a plate helmet. That is all sorts of weird, girl. What do we have? We got a leather hat, I guess, a padded cap. We don't have any shoulder armor. Sorry, neck. That's a neck thing. We have the same shoulder armor, same. We have no shoes or pants. Well, that makes sense. Maybe we should get some pants and shoes. I don't know. It makes perfect sense though. Oh no! How do I get out of here? A little X there. Nope, that wasn't it. Oh, down here. Oh, we can save and load down there. That's cool. Very effective. Have your backside. I have your backside, Your Highness. Super effective armor. So we should probably get some sort of pantalones for us. They don't sell pants here other than the male pants. We can have male boots. Why don't we have like leather stuff? Well, I guess we're going pantsless, guys. I mean, pants are overrated anyway, right? So why is this stuff here? Didn't I have this stuff on me? I feel like I did. Oh, wait, no, I just ended up with extra. Is this special leather armor? 12 minus 1, 1. 11 minus 1, 1. Okay, so this is special leather armor. How do I... Oh, nope, that's not it. How do I get it over there? Heh. Unequip, okay. Oh, like that, okay. Not what I was expecting. Full disclosure. And I have a short bow right now, which is 10 damage, minus 4 speed, and 2% crit. Or, oh, it compares them. Oh, that's cool. How do you have less of a crit with a crossbow? And how do you have more speed with a crossbow than you do with... You know what? I don't care. I'm not going to argue it. I could, and I probably should, but I won't. We just have a short sword because we suck. Alright, that's fine. Okay, I'm kind of understanding how this stuff works now. What's going on at the castle? Sarah and Loren walk up to Commander Breza. You remain, Your Highness? Have you reconsidered claiming the title of Queen? Absolutely not. I'm preparing for my journey. I do not know how long I will be gone, but my hope is for not very. Ouch. Of course. You seem suspiciously eager to forget Queen Karen.
How dare you? You are a slave. You speak only when spoken to.
Silence! He is speaking in my interest. I am surprised in you too. This is your queen, and you are dismissing so easily. Do not forget that she will return and will hear of your actions to rescue her. Yes, Majesty. I mean only to enforce the Amazon traditions, not to dishonor Karen.
Queen Karen.
Breza gulped and corrected herself, shooting a sharp look towards Saren. Moments earlier, Breza had been singing his praises, but now there was an uncomfortable air between them. Alright, time to leave. Let's do it. Review your party and say, you know, we're fine. I'm going pantsless. I'm okay with it. Let's do it. We're leaving. They would leave the security of the Citadel and cross the plains of Arvon to search for her mother, no matter how long it took to find her. The first place to visit was the town of Grimoire in the Human Empire. Saren's first goal was to reach the city of Grimoire, the capital of the Human Empire. I feel like you could have just combined the last one and this one. It's fine. But it was a dangerous road, plagued by goblins and banditos. When they arrived, however, they would be able to begin their investigation. Dome. Alright, travel to nearby... Yep, got it. Well, they already think they are. If a Karen is queen, all is lost. We went sentries in togas, animal furs, and loincloths. Should be fine. I agree. Loren and her ally were walking down a road in the middle of the plains en route to the town of Grimoire. Even though Loren was quiet, Sarah knew that she was staring at his pantslessness. Sarah knew that she was thinking only of saving her mother. The only clue we have is that my mother's guards have disappeared as well. If we find them, then we find my mother. Well, that's a good plan, Your Highness. Look at my abs. The relationship was as one might expect between a servant and royalty. Saren quietly followed the princess and would only praise and agree with her when given the chance to speak. He was used to being less formal, but then he had never served royalty before. Loren noticed nothing about this behavior because she was quite used to it. This is the only way out from the citadel, so the queen must have passed by here. It would be very helpful if there were any witnesses to unusual activity, but Your Highness, may I ask a question? Loren glanced at him with a frown. It's the first time he had dared to speak out of turn. Is she going to blink? Yes, there. If you must, but I cannot promise that I will answer. What kind of snap? You know what? It's fine. Why aren't we using a griffon to travel? They're faster than walking, and much safer. You fool! Aren't you aware of the laws of my people? Saren took a step back, fearful for his life. Is he, though? I feel like he's not really that afraid. For the most part, yes. My choice to leave the Citadel took away my privileges. The Griffons are not allowed to me. Well, look, all right. It's real simple, lady. You hadn't left the Citadel yet. Take the Griffon and leave the Citadel. Then it's no longer available to you, but you already have it, and problems are solved. Couldn't you change the laws? See, that's the other thing. If you're the leader of the people, change the dang laws. As queen, but I am not queen. My mother is. I see. I'm sorry I asked, Your Highness. Now you know. Don't forget it. I guarantee that I shall not, Your Highness. It's fine. They traveled mostly quiet through the day until it faded to night. The land ran flat with sparse boulders along the path. This looks like a good place to camp. I've fought no one yet. Please let me kill something. Loren, however, did not stop walking and continued on without a word. Your Highness? Keep up. Sprang up from the ground where he was about to start a fire and hurried after her. Loren seemed prepared to travel a lot further that night. Saren steeled himself for a very long walk, but he found it more and more difficult to keep his position behind Loren. She was beginning to walk much slower. Oh, you bumped into me. Oh, sorry. Loren's feet were dragging against the ground rather than proudly stomping ahead like earlier in the day. Sarah knew that Princess Loren was tired of a horrid car wreck. I know you ain't supposed to look, but you can't help yourself. It's supposed to be more like when you look at the game. Excuse me. Struggle to breathe here. If you look at the game on Steam, like very little of the story elements do you see. It's like token-based combat where you have like little things where you're positioned and you go and you do fighting. It looked good, but now it just seems like it's like a super, and the music just stopped for no reason at all. Cool. It's just a super visual novel so far. So I still have hopes, but we might be cutting this after today. I don't know. I'm disappointed thus far. I'm okay, but I'm disappointed. We'll see where it takes us as we go. We should stop for the night and make camp. My mother is out there waiting for someone to save her. That someone is me. Loren was not going to stop even for a moment until Queen Karen was recovered. It was now Saren's job to keep her from sabotaging herself with her own determination. Joking, friendly, forceful. Yeah, I think all of those are a terrible idea. We'll be friendly. Why not? You'll be used to your mother running on no sleep. Loren halted and spun round. What did you say to me? Sarah knew that his life was over. He was too used to speaking freely with his previous mistress, and his tongue had gotten away from him. Look, I'm sorry, Princess. What I mean to say is that I am too exhausted to continue. Loren shifted her weight and put her hands on her hips. You? I'm used to hard labor, but I was always granted rest at night by the grace of your highnesses. Loren evaluated him, though only superficially. Deep down, she was more tired than Saren. I had thought you stronger than this. Alas, I am too weak. She pushed past him into the bushy grass. She sat down cross-legged, her back straight, and her arms resting on each knee, just like Amazon royalty. Lie down, man. I will give you only a few hours. Do not waste them. Getting Loren to stop was enough for Saren, and he decided not to waste his mistress's generosity. He promptly walked over and laid in the grass next to her, but not too close. Saren woke a few hours later to Loren calling him. He did not see Loren. Sleep a wink. However, Loren's speed and alertness had improved, letting him know that she might have rested after all. To me, pantsless one, to me. I have seen no population since we left. I was told Grimoire settlement was on this route. Where is it? Is it past that mountain? Which mountain, mistress? You see before us. You've instructed me to walk straight for it. Princess, that is not a mountain. That is the city of Grimoire. She's not real perceptive, is she? Hidden option. Sarcastic. There we go. I'm hoping it gets better. Like this is fine, and again, if this is what you're after, that's totally fine. Like, I find no fault or problems with the game. It's just not what I was expecting. So, take from that what you will. Loren stopped once again to turn to her servant. That is not a city. It is too large. It is a large walled city like the Citadel. Amazons? Uh-oh. Loren reached for her sword, bristling at the thought of a competing tribe so close to her home. No. Grimoire is the capital of the Empire, the nation of men. Please put away your sword. We are not to make war with them. Wait, why is she taking orders from... You know, it's fine. Loren looked at her blade, frowned, and slid it back into its sheath. Others can build cities as great as the Citadel? Are you sure of what you speak? Yeah, castles can be constructed by any nation with the proper materials. You didn't know that? Loren winced from the insinuation that she was not well educated. I know that the Amazons are superior to all other nations, so the Citadel is superior to all other castles. Yeah, I mean, yes, Your Grace. Sure. Are you so crazy? Saren learned just how sheltered Loren truly was. Even his former mistress knew all about the outside world, but then she was allowed to travel outside of the Citadel's walls. Loren, however, was not. He knew then that he would have to take better care of his princess than he anticipated. I know. It's so weird. That was a little inconsistency here with what was already being said. You're now being taken to the world map. Locations will appear as it... Oh, thank God. Sometimes when you travel to a city, you'll encounter a random battle. I hope so. These battles are optional, unlike the battles that are triggered by the storyline. You can also access the camp button on the map. It will take you to your group's campsite so that you may speak with your party members. Getting to know each character is important to the game, and may even lead to romance. Oh, God. See what you can find. Oh, God, that is a stark contrast compared to what we've already witnessed. What are these? What does that do? Oh, okay, there's nameplates. There's not nameplates. And there's still not nameplates. Well, that's useful. I guess we're going to Grimoire. As they approached Grimoire, the path cut through a wooded area. Loren stopped abruptly and held her arm to stop Saren. Her expression was serious, and her voice low. Something isn't right here. Maybe not that low. They looked around, examining the area for anything out of the ordinary. And then they saw it. Someone was strung up by their feet from a tree limb, head down, with a bag covering their body. The bag writhed. They were still alive. And then everyone was blinded by the sun glinting off of my clearly cut abs. Ah. Sorry, it's just funny. It's so dumb. I hate this so much. Sorry, please help me. Oh, that's... Yikes. Loren and Saren rushed toward the person, but several little screeching creatures sprang down from the tree. Goblins! Fear shot through Saren as he realized that a battle was now upon them. That Princess Loren had never fought outside of training. It was up to him to protect the princess. Watch yourself. Same to you. Loren drew her two swords swiftly and hurried to engage the enemies. You do not have to give me any instruction. Saren was surprised to see how swiftly Loren moved as she fought. She started with a vertical slash that moved so quickly that her blade looked like a solid arc of silver. I'm going to be very upset if I don't get to fight these goblins. The goblin collapsed to the ground in a bloody mess as she lifted her other sword and a horizontal slash to behead another goblin. She danced between the enemies as she evaded their attempts to counterattack with ease. Saren looked surprised at how beautifully deadly all of her movements were. Loren impaled another goblin through the heart in one quick stab, retracting her blade and then flicking the blood off the metal with casual ease. She didn't have to stop to catch her breath, nor did she break a sweat in the short battle. You're about to select your party formation. Yeah! Right now, you only have 2 party members, but later in the game, you can have up to 6. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it. Prepare yourself for the first fight. I wonder if I should have him on the back line with only 2. I feel like maybe having him on the front line, he can shit. We'll see. Alright, we're 40 minutes in-ish of actually playing the game before we get to our first fight. That's kind of insane. Just saying. Welcome to the battle screen. Attack by clicking on enemy portraits or click ally portraits for friendly actions. Hover on the portraits to see detailed information on the left panel. To repeat the last action performed, simply click twice on the portrait. Click on the quick help button at the bottom right for a full tutorial. Stay hydrated, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, this dude's got 21 whatever and less health, so probably some sort of ranged guy. He's a Goblin Thief B. This must be a Goblin Thief A. Goblin Warrior A and Goblin Warrior B. Alright. This is the movement order. Saren goes first. Double Thief, Loren. Double Warrior, Saren. Double Thief, Loren. Okay, gotcha. Alright, let's check out chat here. Oh god. It's Batmazon. It's like a green gau. Dang it, let us see a fight. Alright, nice battle, good job. I am amazing. Play is generous at this point, and interesting backstory is important. That's true. Yeah, like I said, I don't mind if it eventually gets to it, but it's a little bit of a struggle when there's so much at the start of a game before you actually get into the game itself. Like, I like a good backstory. I enjoy seeing, you know, like, okay, it all makes sense up to this point, and then you get to move forward with your adventure. I get all that, but I do struggle a bit. Like, usually they pepper in, like, tutorial missions and things throughout the opening dialogue and, you know, exposition, but no, they didn't do it this time at all. There is quick help. There's a tutorial. I'm going to click it. This is probably a bad idea. Let's see what it does. Alright, your party's in the bottom, your enemy's on top. Character will flash once their turn. Red bars indicate health. Enemies have stats and skills just like you. Hover over their portraits to see detailed information on the left. Go into battle, defeat all enemies. On the right side, you'll see the turn order. Yep. Top to bottom. To attack an enemy, click on its portrait. Icons will appear to the side. Basic attacks are on the left. More skilled are on the right. Try it now. Hover on the skill icon to see the description below. Pay attention to the SP cost. And you will gain new skills as you level up. Melee weapons, you can attack only front row enemies, while with ranged, you can attack any enemy. However, if you are in the front row, you will incur a penalty if your attack with a... Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's fine. Each character has their own unique way of attacking, varied based on skill set, equipment, and class. Clicking on an ally portrait will allow you to perform friendly actions like healing or moving in spaces. The game remembers your last attack, so just double-click to do it again. All you have to do is double-click twice on the portrait. So, like, if I attack this guy, do I just double-click on him? We'll try it. We'll see. Stagger value. Every character has a value that increases when they're attacked. Some skills like Warrior Stun can increase stagger value greatly. When a character is staggered, his attributes are reduced, and it opens him up to powerful attacks. Your party and your enemies are both capable of staggering. Anger value, similar to the stagger value, as you hit the enemy, the anger value will increase. The anger value reaches the enemy's maximum level. The enemy will perform a deadly overdrive attack. The mage skill Tranquilize helps reduce it. Oh, there's also an aggro value measured by, as a percentage. Aggro value measures how much the enemies hate that specific party member based on how much of a threat they seem to be. Okay, that's fine. It's usually a good idea to keep the highest aggro value on a warrior because it can sustain more damage than the classes. Combos, thief class depends on taking advantage of debilitating statuses. As you group more party members, examine their skill trees to see what combos you can create. You now know the basics. Good luck, Commander. Alright.
Good luck, Commander.
What do you guys think? Should we go for the back line, or should we focus fire down the front and then take out the back? I think I want to do that. Aimed shot? Slower, long-range attack with increased accuracy. How much slower? Oh, it really moves me down, but I get a double turn, it looks like. No, we'll go with the normal. They did not do a lot of damage to her. Ooh. She didn't even care. Wait, she gets to go again? Heck yeah. What is this number? Oh, that's staggered. Oh. Get wrecked, buddy. 46. Oh, we got this. We're not going to get it. We're not going to get it. We're going to do 44 damage. What do you think? Oh! Oh, we got it! Oh, I didn't get RNG'd. That's the first time in the history of the world that, like, my first RNG attempt isn't just going to be trash. That's fantastic. Alright. Why is this not... Oh, that's weird. It scrolls down? Okay. Sure. Alright, aggro. Do we... Oh, we get to see the... Oh, we got the aggro because we hit really hard. Apparently. Alright, let's take a... Wait. So I had to clear literally both of the front line before? Okay, well, that's not what I was expecting. Oh, they're shooting at me in the backside. They're like, meh! Oh, I'm getting brutalized right now. This is ungood for me. Hold this.
You forfeited your life.
Ow! Nope. Ah, oh. Smart move. I do not begrudge you this. Bye. Stop shooting me. I'm a delicate flower. Ah.
Let's move on.
Alright. We won. That was easy. So the system is WoW mixed with Final Fantasy X and Battle Brothers set and a graphical novel. A little bit confusing at first, but you're old, so it's probably just me. It is a bit strange, but it's not bad. That kind of combat, I mean, it wasn't fantastic, and again, they didn't, you know, splurge on, like, artistic whatever. It's fine. They didn't have to do a bunch of animations or anything else. And, you know, with tactical games, especially like turn-based tactical games, you don't need that. So I'm okay with that. I just hope that the exposition to gameplay, combat, and stuff goes up, because too much story is not a good enough thing. You know, you want more combat than just a single one-off shot here. So we'll see. We'll see. Saren hurried to keep up with her, but the fight was over quickly. Loren kept her swords in hand as she approached the stranger and cut the restraining rope as he fell onto his head, by the way. Because remember, the dude was hanging upside down. That seems super dangerous. Saren grimaced, but found some amusement at Loren's obvious lack of concern for the person. She probably just killed the guy. Like, how high up was he? The person tumbled down from the tree, groaned, and then squirmed out of the bag, covering him. Is that really a him? I guess so. A lithe blonde man stood up and brushed the dirt from himself. It's forehead acting, guys and gals. It's fine. Ow, the ground hurts quite a bit, actually. It's Draco. Who are you? Even though the man's ears were tucked neatly behind his hair, Sarah noticed them sticking out from his disturbed locks. They were pointed.
It's one of them there knife ears, it is.
His ears. Are you an elf? Oh, you can tell. He cleared his throat and smiled. Elf on my mother's side, yes. He bowed deeply and with unnecessary flourish. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Draco Firestarter, and yes, I do start fires. You start fires. Enough of your nonsense. What? What? Sorry. Loren waved her weapons as if he were as much of a threat as the goblins. Was it simply because he was a man, or had her isolation of the Citadel turned her paranoid? Now, don't get upset. I'm just playing around. Identify yourself now. Your Highness, he just said. I'm surprised you haven't heard of me. I am the all-powerful famous Master Fire Magician. Oh, that was creepy. He suddenly waved his fingers in front of him and created a brief fireball. He made a sound effect to accompany it and laughed. That's nice. Oh. Oh, I thought she killed him. I was like, wait, what? That just took a dark turn. But his laughter was cut short when Loren kicked him straight in the chest and hurled him back toward the ground. Ow! It was just a demonstration. I mean no harm, honestly. Your Grace, I believe he won't hurt us. Loren slowly pulled her sword away from Draco's throat and stood straight. You're right, because he is too incompetent to do any damage. Incompetent? It's not fair. I'm actually really good with magic, all kinds, but fire is my favorite. My last name is Firestarter, after all. It's Drew Barrymore. Oh, then how did you get captured so easily by a small group of little goblins if you're so powerful? It was a different group, a bigger group. Goblins as tall as trees. Yes, trees! Saren sighed, knowing that there was no such thing. That's a very convenient excuse. It was! They were accompanied by a very powerful goblin shaman. I couldn't hold out against them all on my own, and the shaman was as big as... Enough of your excuses, you're wasting the princess's time. A princess? I had no idea that I was in such great company. Draco took some uncomfortable steps toward Loren, so Saren had to block him, pushing him back. All right, I understand. The princess is off limits. What were you going to do to her? I'm sorry, what? Let's see what you guys are saying here. At the end of the day, you don't care about the graphics. It's all about the actual gameplay. I think I had a mage called Draco Firestarter back in 1998 while playing D&D with my... See? It was you. You created this. You created this. The half-elf's eyes locked with his for a brief moment. He smirked, taking Saren off guard. You let your guard down no matter how tall the goblin. That's unacceptable. I'm more useful than you may think, lady. Lady? Okay. Perhaps you would be interested in my services. I wouldn't charge much. That's why... No. Nope. No. At least they're blinking, man. You're... No, we are not interested. Draco looked disappointed at her blunt response. Not even if I throw in an especially beautiful lady discount? Loren ignored him and walked away. It's your loss then. Bye, I suppose. They walked away from the disappointed magician. Saren spoke quietly to Loren once they were out of earshot. I'm sure that won't be the last time that we see that man. Unfortunately. Sounds like a Goosebumps theme or something. I think this is probably how the harem started. You're not wrong there. All right, are we gonna try going here again? Hey, I did it. Hey, we leveled up. Okay. That's weird. I feel like there's something different here. I can't quite put my finger on it. It's fine. Let's go with strength. We can do a little bit of skill. Double strength. It's fine. Blade Master. Oh. So what do I actually have? Do I have nothing right now? Yeah. I have this. Offhand weapons inflict 50% damage as opposed to normal 25%. 75, and then eventually it goes all the way up to 100% damage. Alright, that's cool. I actually really like that. It's not bad. Alright, Rally 1 incites all party... I don't want to actually do that. Incites all party members, giving a 10% attack bonus for 3 turns. Reduces by 1 turn the paralyzed, weakened, scared, and confused conditions. Knocks enemy down, dealing 125% normal attack damage, and with a 40% chance to confuse him. Time needed is 6. What is a normal attack's time needed? I assume less than 6? Oh god, this one's real long. No mercy. Hit an enemy for a critical hit with a 40% chance of weakening the target if the enemy is under 50% HP and is not a boss. This has a 15% chance of instantly killing him. It's execute. Not without being demonetized. This is very true. It's fine. I got this game a long time ago. Like over a year. I think you have to have it within 2 weeks. The Lord Zon. Offhand damage is pretty much any game. In pretty much any game is the way to go, but this game is throwing a lot of curveballs, so who knows? It's true. Yeah, I generally do like to get the offhand doing as much damage as possible as well. I'm going to see if I can put... Is it just a 1 point here? Oh, I can literally do 1 point. I think I'll probably get 1 skill before I do that. That way I have something I can do in addition. I don't think I want to do something that takes 12 turns, though. We'll do this one. And then from there on, I'll probably go straight down and get the dual wielding. Also curious as what this is. Hits all enemies. Ooh. 50, 75, and 100%. We get 100% cleave? Now, is that going to be from both weapons, you think? It's interesting. So, like, if we get this at 100%, we're doing 100% of both weapons. And then this would be 100%. Yeah, it's possible. Alright, level up. What are we looking at here? We got our hero. And we have life 1. 25% of target allies' HP. But at least 50% are restored. Oh. Or, sorry, 50 HP are restored. That's cool. Alright, well, we're definitely going to go a bit more into skill, and I'm going to go a little bit into strength, and then I'll probably alternate strength and will. And then we also have our thief thing. Flaming Torch. Critically hit a single weakened, scared, slowed, or confused target with 130% damage, and a 40% chance to cause a burning condition for 3 turns. Do I have something that, like, lets me use my bow better? It seems like I have a multitude of critical hit things. Backstab and choke. And they all cause different... That's very strange. Poison dagger, critical hits. Well, I think I'm not going to go that route for now. What do we have over here? Resurrects a knocked out character and restores. That's interesting. I think it's a little early for that. That's not bad. Oh, it has a long delay though. 12 time needed. 10. Increase single target's element resistance for 3 turns. Reduce 3 turns of any... I don't know what to do here. I guess we're going to go this route. Which one of these should we get? I like the idea of backstab. I'll bet she can dual wield. I'm going to go backstab, I think. The burning thing sounds decent, too. They have different time. No, they're all exactly the same. Alright. I think the shatter condition's probably going to be better. I don't know. I'm unimpressed with his skill trees. They arrived in Grimoire. Saren was able to get them past the gate guard without any trouble. Just a warning to keep all weapons away. The open market in the town square was bustling with activity. So this is all the Human Empire can show for their capital. Well, friendly again, sure. I see nothing wrong with it, Your Highness. It is only different from the Citadel. Loren looked at Saren strangely, but did not say anything. Come, we need to find out what these settlers know. Loren wants to search all over Grimoire for clues, and Saren will have a chance to react at each location. This is a time to build your character's personality. Every time you select a choice between joking, friendly, or forceful answers, you influence his attitude. I guess we're going friendly. To end your search, go to the tavern. Or maybe we'll do a friendly joking thing. We'll try to balance those two. We can go wherever we want to go here, huh? We should search the tavern. Seems like a terrible place to start. Let's go. Their search for information was more difficult than they had anticipated. Their investigation had only brought them trouble and suspicion amongst the locals. Worse, Loren was not earning any favor for being an Amazon princess. She confided in Saren that if her title was not to be honored, then she would refrain from invoking it. She was willing to put her pride aside for the sake of her mother. Oh. It is late, and we have learned nothing new. What do we do now? Saren was surprised at first, not understanding why royalty would ask a mere servant for advice. Then he remembered that it was the first time Loren had been outside the Amazon Citadel. Alright, we're going joking. My, oh, that was a terrible idea. I immediately regret this. The mighty Amazon princess asking her humble servant what to do. Why would you say that? Joking or otherwise. That is a terrible idea. Yeah, uh-huh. I will cut your head off if you try to make fun of my questions again. Do you understand that? You did not read the room at all, buddy. What are you doing? Friendly then forceful. Sorry. We should see if they have rooms for rent here and call it a night. No! Fine. It seemed that she had absolutely no sense of humor. I walked over to the counter with a confident stride. Give me a room. The bartender ignored her and continued what he was doing. Did he not hear me? Maybe not. You! Give me one of your rooms! Loren raised her voice when she spoke, but the owner still ignored her. Acknowledge my presence, you uneducated lout! Let me try, Your Highness. Sir, may we please rent one of your rooms for the night? Nothing. These humans are animals! The bartender scoffed. Loren's patience was gone. She's going to decapitate him. There's a wanted poster back there. It's Mickey Mouse! No, Oh, she reached across the bar and grabbed the owner by his tunic, yanking him clear off the ground. In the Citadel! Guards! Guards! Some guards who... Sweet, were standing in the corner, hurried forward to apprehend them. Draco suddenly appeared out of the crowd and hurried to the side of Loren and Saren. Begone, weakling! No need to thank me. The half-elf magician whipped up a bright, hot wall of fire, sending everyone further into panic. The fire did not burn anything, but it was too hot, keeping the guards at bay. You followed us. Of course I did. Loren drew her swords. I spared your life once. Do not get in my way again. Don't kill anyone. We don't want trouble with the Empire. Yes, what he said. I'm too handsome to die. Loren growled and ran through the wall of fire. Draco and Saren can only hear her fight off the guards. Huh? She shouldn't be able to do that. Saren shook his head and then ran through the fire as well to help his mistress. Draco chuckled at how little his magic daunted these two travelers. Not like most folk, are you? Draco will now fight on your side. He is a mage and has very useful AoE, or Area of Effect spells. The guards are resistant to normal physical damage, but weak against fire. Use Draco's fireball wisely. I like the music too. It's good. All right. I agree with Randrag. Never mind. He's doing fine enough on his own. Yeah, the joking thing was pretty psychotic. Look at these guys. Look, they look like children. Who are these people? Why is the Emperor's 3-year-old nephews in full body armor ready to fight us? And look at those hats. It's fine. We're first with Saren. How very serendipitous of us. Oh god, we do no damage at all to these guys. Alright. Alright, Loren, let's see your amazing skills. Why don't you knock them down?
Try me if you dare.
She said, cry me. No, she didn't say that. Alright, Draco. That is your real name. What do you got for us? You got a magic bolt. You can hit him with a weapon that does 1 to 2 damage. Or you can launch a fireball and make them look like a bunch of silly ninnies. I think we're going the silly ninny route. Ow! Ow! They just slapped her in the face twice. That's not cool. Ow! Alright. We're going this route. Slap him back. Yeah! Alright. Now you're just gonna do this. I feel like we heal between combats, but I'm not... Yeah, we do, because he was hurt. He's not hurt now. Foomp. Get wrecked. That was cool. The fireball did seem... Well, you have to imagine, too, the whole idea of this is introducing Draco, right? And they want his magic to be, you know, when something's physically resistant... They're probably not magic resistant. Then there's going to be enemies that are magic resistant, or enemies that aren't resistant at all, and it's just kind of like a wash. But you also have to imagine that it does also take up magic or mana or stamina or whatever to use it. So, sure, the skill's going to be a little bit OP, but they're also going to be limited use items. So, looked a bit like a night out at the club with your little sister. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Alright, we got another level up on our girl here. How did she level up and he didn't? That's weird. Maximum hit points. That might not be a bad idea. Increase all enemies' hate toward the warrior. That's not bad either. That's a taunt and it's pretty quick. I'm going to stay this route though. I want to get this... Oh, I don't... Oh, it's every other turn? Okay. Every other level or every 3 levels we get attribute points or whatever it is. Or talent points. Probably going to go skill and strength mostly, and then occasionally get some will. So we have some points going our way. Loren kicked the last guard, sending him flying to the floor where the rest of the guards were groaning in pain. The fight and the fire died down, and then empty tavern was all that was left. Loren wiped the blood from her face and stalked back over to the bartender. Where were we? Begone, you filth! I'll only call more guards. Before Loren could respond, a bag of gold suddenly dropped onto the bar in front of them. Loren looked over to see a stout girl sitting at the bar with her hand on her hip. Oh, just give the silly people their room, Gunther. Stick to your own business, little girl. Little girl? Little girl? Look at that! She is a little girl. Sorry. She stood up straight out on the bar and stomped. You weren't wrong about the little sister thing. Stomped over to the party, kicking mugs and plates off the top as she did. Her small stature told them immediately that she was a female dwarf, not a young woman. Where's her beard? You take that back, or I'll be taking my bag of gold back. Everyone stared at her. Even at her size, she looked deadly and dangerous. If she had bags of gold to throw away, she was probably someone of great importance. That's... The dwarf woman suddenly smiled and laughed. I'm just joking with you. Being a lil is my best quality. Fit in small spaces and never be found for days. My name's Dora. Of course it is. By the way, and this is Gunther. Say hi, Gunther. Bartender mumbled and took the money and exchanged it for a room key. Dora, that's a lovely name for a lovely dwarf. I'm Draco, Firestarter, and yes. Draco reached up to shake the dwarf's hand, but Loren quickly slapped his arm away. What do you expect in return for your gold? Why are you helping us? This dude's a little creeper. Because you're different. You mean strangers. No, silly, I mean you're really tall and angry looking. You're an Amazon, right? Really tall and angry looking. This is pretty funny. I don't know. I'm enjoying it. Now that I actually got to do a little bit of combat.
She ain't no dwarf, no beard, exactly. It's common knowledge that female dwarves have the biggest beards on their face. Oh, jeez, Ran, drag, come on now. That too.
Awkward. Oh, an Amazon. That explains the tallness and the angriness. Hold your tongue. I'm a dwarf, so I'm different too. Here's a tip for you. Since you're obviously new around here, money always makes you new friends. Thank you for your advice. You're very welcome, miss. Would you perhaps be interested in sticking together? I need all the allies I can get. Wait, what? Who? That's not how you work? Okay, whatever. Saren blinked in surprise at Loren, but Draco frowned immediately. Oh yeah, that's right. She's used to only having females around. Okay, that makes sense. It makes more sense, I'll say. We're in the process of conducting a rather lengthy search. Would you like to accompany me? A trip, huh? I don't know about that. I can't afford just to leave my job here. There will be a substantial reward upon completion. I am Princess Loren of the Amazons. The dwarf's eyes lit up. A princess? And this sounds very interesting. I've always been a bit of an adventurer, you see. Yeah. And for the first time since Saren had known her, Loren smiled. That's real creepy. I'm glad to hear that. We'd love to have you come along with us. Why did she get a formal invitation where I got a pointy sword to the throat? Loren's demeanor changed and the man approached her with a scowl on his face. I'm a magician and I have amazing skills. Look! He sent fireworks shooting out of his hand. Knock that off! Oh, sorry. You're so persistent. Loren turned to Saren to ask her next question. What do you think we should do? Romance. Sounds like a bad idea. We'll go, yeah. We'll go friendly again. We're going to go back and forth between friendly and joking. That's the plan. I think we should accept Draco. He was very helpful to us here. You do have a point. I feel like I would be decapitated and would end the story if I went romance right now. Dora the Explorer. No, wait. Dora the Adventurer, I suspect. The name change was due to copyright reasons. Of course. This is still a better love story than Twilight, so it's fine. There you go. Very useful in the future to us due to his magic skills. I have to admit that you were right. We shall accept him then. She returned to Draco, her expression as impassive as it always was when she dealt with men. You may join our group, if you are so determined. Stars and moons, my wishes have been granted. Draco the Mage Elemental. I don't have that many backline positions on the thing, do I? I suppose, is it 4 and 4 or 3 and 3? I might have to move up to the front line soon. Calm down. Yes, your almighty Amazon princess ship. Both Loren and Saren sighed in exasperation. Well, that's a small room. The newly expanded group ended up booking 3 rooms from the cranky owner. Draco and Dora each took their own room, while Loren and Saren shared a room. Candlelight, stars in the sky, an open window, cool summer night's breeze. Alright. It's winter. There should be snow. And I'm pretty sure I'm sleeping on the floor. Just saying. They had both settled down when Loren started to undress from her light armor. She stopped before she removed her top when she noticed that Saren was watching. I have some concerns. Why didn't that work? Oh no, what's happened? Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh wait, I can't do that. Oh god. That's why that's all. So wait, does my mute button? No, my mute button works. Why are these buttons not working? Oh, I know why that button's not working. Crap. Also, why did that... I did something earlier today when I was setting up my thing. And I deleted one of my entire scenes. So I duplicated one just to get it going because I had almost everything I needed. I just need to change one thing. But when I changed the one thing, it changed it either on the wrong one or it changed both of them. And also, since I deleted the thing, my hotkey isn't available on that thing. All right, well, it's good times. Can I feel the love tonight? Yes, I can. But you guys might not be able to feel the love tonight because I don't know where this is going to go, and you guys are not going to be able to watch this in a second here. So I'll let you guys know what happens. She was strong more than just physically. Nothing's changed. There was no questioning that she was mentally strong as well, for only a person with great strength of heart would deny a royal crown to instead search for a loved one. Turn your eyes away. Nothing's happened. She glared at him irritably, and he looked away immediately. Sorry, Your Highness. Don't worry. All right, I don't have to tell you again. At least have some humility before staying in the same room as I am. Understood. I know decency is difficult for a man like you, but know that I'll kill you if you try anything. I'm supposed to be protecting you. I can take care of myself. Okay. She's disappeared. So disappeared in the dark, and night came. The conversation got better. That was the moment when Saren realized how special Loren was. She was beautiful, deadly on the battlefield, and later in the tale, make one of the most difficult decision. All right. Nothing happened. It just faded. I thought that was going to be the case, but I didn't want to go and risk it. Yes, essentially. Censor the adult content. That's the whole point. Again, the whole channel is PG more or less, other than the horribly brutal games that I play sometimes. But you know, I don't add cussing. I try not to have any nudie bits on camera and all that stuff. So that's what you expect, and I have no idea what to expect from this game yet. It seemed fine, but I'm questioning it. They're making some horrible seafood nastiness upstairs. It's starting to smell down here. I might have to open the window and freeze to death. Great. Anyway, Saren woke up with a start when he heard several suspicious noises and saw that Loren was already awake, hurriedly getting dressed in her armor. What are those? I don't know. Get ready to fight. What? Right now? While he sounded surprised, he was already getting ready for the conflict also. We've got trouble brewing. It's probably an assassination attempt. You should have woken up before me if you wanted to earn any respect. Before he had a chance to respond, the glass of the window shattered as several thugs came piling inside. You have no business here. The thugs didn't respond as they reached for their weapons and started to approach ominously. State your names. Despite her... what? Stentorian orders? What does that mean? They did not respond. Loren drew her swords without further hesitation and hurried toward the first of the thugs. Be careful, after this battle the party won't have enough time to heal automatically, so you'll start the next one in the condition you end this one. It's recommended that you save your game now. Okay. Yeah, I haven't saved at all. That's probably a terrible idea for me. That American culture censors nudity but not graphic violence. Here in Europe, it's the opposite. Yeah, and I don't get that. Well, here, I guess the thing is, most of the, we'll say, graphic violence is all simulated. It's not real violence. Because when there is real violence and stuff like that, it is censored. And I'd like to think, and I know it's not the case, but the vast majority of the people, I think it is the case, we understand that it's simulated violence, and we're not going to be like, oh, that was so cool, let's go do that for real. We understand the gravity of what's going on and the horribleness of it all. So, and I would assume it's the same in Europe, but I don't know why specifically you guys have it the opposite way. Just, it is what it is, right? And then you have Japan. Oh, we're just going to leave that right there. If you're not nudie in Japan, you're doing something wrong, apparently, I guess.
Stentorian? Oh boy, that is a lot of things of a person's voice. Loud and powerful. Oh, okay. Yes, I like the LOL Japan. Yes, you're right. It is not real nudity if it's like animated, but I don't know. It's a bit different.
It's still a bit different. I don't know why. It just is. Okay, game is saved. Review your party setup before proceeding. Oh, just the 2. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just going to select all of my various other people here. Huh. This should be fine. Probably. Alright, buddy. Let's go ahead and start with our lame shot. I feel like we're gonna get our faces stomped into the ground here.
You're dead.
Alright, I'm gonna do one more. I'm hoping that she stays the aggressor, and she is. She's absolutely staying the aggressor. And that is my hope here. I could defend if I wanted to. I think I'm gonna go ahead and knock him on his booty. We're gonna take him down, then I'm gonna throw a heal. And she should be able to just finish him off. She's just short. She'll get him, though. Oh, no. What just happened? Oh, don't right-click.
Keep up next time.
Is she knocked down? She's staggered. Okay, that's fine. We'll hold the line on the front until she's fully recovered, and then we'll switch it. Alright. Switch positions. Okay, got it. Back over here, you do that. Knock him down. How do I there we go. How do I heal her? All our heal dish. She is kind of getting mollywopped. Alright, we're gonna take this guy down. What's her stagger meter at? Does it show us somewhere? Oh, right there. 10 out of 27. I don't think this guy's got the moxie to stagger her. But she's gonna be low on her stamination. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, well, guess what? You might have
Hope it doesn't come to this again.
done something cool there, but eh. Alright, we get a level up at least. It's not too bad. We used a lot of let's get that stamina spell point regen. Even if it has a long delay, I'm fine with that. Oh, I don't have, oh, that's right, we're only getting attribute points this time around. We did strength last time, we'll do will this time. Alright. After the first wave finished, Draco and Dora burst into the room. Princess Loren, Saren, what's all the ruckus? We heard noises and came as quickly as we could. I bet you did. You're a bit late, actually. There wasn't enough time for the conversation to continue, though. A new group of enemies started to materialize before them. Their forms seemed to solidify before their very eyes. Saren tensed instinctively, knowing that there was sorcery at play. The adversaries that had materialized were none other than a few goblins and a giant hulking overlord. Where's this hulking overlord? I mean, this dude's a little chubby, but... It's Grob! The goblin shaman who captured you? Yes, be careful, his magic is very powerful. Not even 1 tree tall. Magic schmagic. We can handle a few greenies by ourselves. Dora pulled out a short bow and an arrow. Indeed. Oh, the yellow darts! It's a boss fight. We're fighting Grob, guys. Review your party setup before proceeding. Oh, heck yeah. I'm a little concerned for her, but I think we'll be fine. Let's do this thing. Go ahead, boy, do your thing. Go ahead and just do your thing. Alright, we can go ahead and heal you. Probably be doing a little bit of healing overall. Okay, so what should we go after here? I feel like maybe even the back line. Bum 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 bum. I need to keep aggro though. So if I defend, is that going to do anything? All right, light them up, boys.
I hope this is slightly uncomfortable.
I hope this is slightly uncomfortable. What is our aggro looking like right now? Ooh, you're not holding strong there, girl. We're gonna have to do something with you. Alright. Well, we'll hold off on that for right now. We'll go ahead and lay into this guy again. He's gonna take the brunt soon, but when it's his turn to go and do stuff, I think it'll be okay. She's basically just an auto attack menace at this point.
I don't like you.
All right, we need to tear through. What does that do? That's not going to stop me from taking you down. I say that, and yet, what does this do? Oh, protection from a warrior in the front line. Ah, okay. Well, I was wrong. I was completely wrong. I'm sorry. I thought that was just like, it's oh! Okay. Well, I suppose we're gonna shoot at you then. What is your aggro's at 33, his is at 45. We need to get that up and running. What's wrong with us? It's Saren's turn, right? Did he lose his bow? Oh, hold on, he's got a problem. He's paralyzed. Ah. I have some inventory and defending. Alright, I guess I'm defending. Okay, that makes sense. I'm so confused. I'm like, what's happening right now? I need her to pull more aggro.
Learn from this.
Blizzard 2. Oh no. Alright, you heal back up. You're warrior in the front line. You're not doing that anymore. Okay, this has become a little bit more complicated than I was initially expecting it to. I can appreciate that. Come on, girl. Take him out. There it is. All right, we got one of the backline guys down. There's no reason not to, I guess, attack these guys and burn through their thing, because I don't know if it's turns or just number of attacks. I'm gonna have to throw another heal on you. Fortunately, it's probably gonna be this way for a little bit. Oh man, can you get more aggro or something? Dude's got 3 HP. Like, I don't know why he's just taking so much damage. It's not good. Is it his turn to do something? Oh, it is per turn, because we haven't... Okay, that's fine. Might as well take this guy out. America being far more religious? Is it? I say Canada's the same way. I feel like no one has any religion in them or beliefs these days. It seems so rare. She's pretty messed up too. This is special. Please hit high. Oh, I did. I hit higher than I should have been able to hit, actually. We should be fine now. Just gonna make sure that you don't die because of your little frozen ailment. Which I'm not even sure how you got back because you didn't have it on a second ago. It's fine. Well, I think this fight's almost over, so I might as well just end it, right? There's no reason not to just end this fight. We'll get restored after this one, I want to say. Because if we don't, we're in a lot of trouble. It isn't as good as it should be, I guess. I'm told that historically Puritans had the highest volume of pornographic reading material at the time. Well, not nowadays, man. Nowadays, just pornographic material all across the entire world at any given second you can get to it. It's kind of terrifying. Alright, looks like we have some additional spells. What's this? The Mage or the Elementalist? What else do we have here? Oh. Here's the character's spell skill points regeneration by 100% for 3 turns. Interesting. Here's one ailment, decrease the anger value, prevent and overdrive. That's what tranquilize? Yeah. $250% of the caster's base attack and 20% chance to cause burn. Enemies on the sides take 50%. Okay, so it lowers the all damage. Okay, I understand. What does this do? Enemies on the sides. So it's basically the same thing. Same thing across the board for 4 different types of spell, and then transform into a half uncorporeal being, increasing the defense by 50% and speed by 10. That's weird. It's gonna go ahead and do this. Why not? Make the fireball a little bit stronger. Marriage for marriage. We want to take away the temptation. The need to encourage procreation. Hey, I waited till I was married. I'm just saying. And I have no qualms about that. 1, 1, and 1. Oh, arrow to the knee. Cool. Pinning shot. Single staggered target with 125% normal damage causes paralysis for 2 turns. Cool. Does she have any skills right now at all? It doesn't look like it. Oh, this one, sorry. Increase the character's defensive value by 15%. So I have to actually select that. Okay, that's interesting. Single stagger target for 110. Base damage, 110% accuracy, and 30% chances causing scared condition. So it's all about. I feel like this one's probably slightly better. I'll go this route. Hello, Yannick. Welcome. Arrow to the knee should be called Guard Maker. If you live in a small village, you don't have a lot of options for illicit romantic engagements that don't lead to incest on some level. Things have gotten off track. It's okay. This whole game has been off track, but it's still been kind of enjoyable. I'm not gonna lie. It's just enough to be a little bit uncomfortable, but not over the top, and enough to still be kind of funny. You can kind of poke fun at it and enjoy. After a series of attacks from the party, Grob finally gave up. The creature collapsed, struggling to breathe. Kind of like me right now with a horrible seafood smell. Ugh. You've lost. Do you have anything to say before I kill you? Just one thing. Grob lifted his staff and growled an incantation that cast a spell over the entire group. Draco had no time to protect them with an anti-curse. The group was instantaneously paralyzed. Loren struggled against the spell, but Grob's sorcery was too much, even for her. You may have managed to defeat me this time, but this is far from over. I have another surprise for you. The dead goblins and thugs whom the group had killed were changing form, turning into what looked like city guards. Though they were in a pool of blood, the guards' uniforms were unmistakable. Oh, we're in serious trouble now. I do hope you like humans, Amazon Queen. You're all going to rot in the Empire's prison now. Well, that seems... Oh, look, it's another 3-year-old, this time with a beard and gray hair. Cool. Alright, he looks a little older. I'll give him that one. Grob disappeared, fading into thin air just as he had appeared. The screams were enough to alert the local guards to come running to see what had happened. See, what had happened is... This is bad. Blast that Grob, he's foiled me again! You'd think that I'd know better by now. We have more to worry about right now? Halt! Lower your weapons and reposition in your chair. I did that. Despite the demands of the guard, Loren had no intention of surrendering. She tried to resist as the soldiers swarmed around them, shouting obscenities. But it was futile. There were too many of them, and soon everyone's hands were shackled behind them, and they were pushed through the streets to their fate. Unhand me at once! Cease your struggling, wench. Wench, you will die this day. Your Majesty, no. Fighting will only make us look guilty. Just let them take us in. I promise I can get us out. You promise? Dwarf's honor. That's nonsense. You can't promise to get us free from a jail cell. Yeah, I can. I bet you 10 gold I can. The guard pushed Saren forward harshly, and he stumbled forward with a groan. Listen, I can cast a flash spell to blind them all right now, and it'll give us more than enough time to escape. We can take horses and seek refuge with the elves and druids. They're friendlier than these guys by far. What are you guys whispering? Shut up! After the guard moved back to restraining Loren, Saren inched back to Draco and Dora. The Empire. Oh, those guys? Pfft, bunch of big meanies, really. They'll just enslave us, you know, no trial or anything. But we can't escape right now with my magic. This was a key decision that rested upon the shoulders at their late hour of the night, while their journey was still in its early stages. The importance of the choice was unparalleled. They had to make the decision quickly, and that is exactly what they did. I say we escape from jail. What say you guys? I say we escape from Jalais. And we see what's going on with that. And also, since we have about 10-ish minutes left of the stream, what do you guys think? Should we continue this story in next week? Just keep playing it. Like it's fun enough. I like it. The combat's got enough depth. It's a little confusing. There's certain things that I'm not 100% sure on exactly yet, but it's not unenjoyable. I like the combat. The story is okay. It looks like there's more fighting now mixed in. I also feel like going to the tavern first was a mistake because we didn't get to experience anything from the town. So, thoughts? I want to see the escape. Dora probably has explosives. Alright, I like the escape plan too. That's what I was going to do myself. But before we do that, let's take a look at the stuff that we have. Standard short sword versus a regular short sword. Okay. She doesn't even have a melee weapon. So I guess we'll give her one. He's got the old quarterstaff versus the staff of storms that we randomly somehow got. I guess we got that from Grob. So we're definitely going to give that to him. Okay, and then we got a shirt. he's already got a shirt. And she's got leather armor. So I want to point out, nobody has pants on except for her. She's the only one with pants. Everybody else running around without pants. I don't get it. Alright. How does this stack up? The vest does 6 minus 1 and 1. This is worse. But it does give us magic, so I probably need to switch to it. We lose 1 speed, we lose 2 defense, we gain 2 magic, we gain 1 HP regen, and we gain 1 SP regen. Definitely something we gotta switch to. Alright, I guess that's that. Is your leather armor any worse or better than this one? It's the same, right? Yeah, it's exactly the same. Alright. And we got a gem that we can sell. Okay, cool. Alright, we're going to escape from jail. As much as it hurt her pride to do so, Loren was convinced to surrender to the guards. I could have saved Scum. I don't like to do that, though. I mean, you're on, BUMPY-MCSQUIGUMS, the freak show. It's not Colonel RPG channel, so... The party was captured and locked away in a prison. Dora informed them that she couldn't free them as promised. This was more difficult than she had originally thought. Oh no! As time slipped away, the tension between them was starting to mount. Loren wore an imperturbable expression, but Saren was not nearly so calm when trapped behind bars of a jail cell. Dora! You don't have to shout so loudly. I'm right here, you know. You haven't been able to get us out of here like you promised. Don't you have anything to say for yourself? We were counting on you. And somebody owes me 10 gold pieces. I'm just saying. Just saying. Calm down, I'm working on it. I didn't think they'd use this type of lock. You were just going to lockpick us out? I thought you had connections or wiles to talk ourselves out. You're just a common thief, aren't you? Hey, don't go throwing around the word so lightly. I may borrow things without permission and forget to give them back, but I am not a common thief. This lock is just unpickable is all.
I trusted you, and now we're in here to rot.
All of you shut up. Whoa. Saren jumped slightly as he looked over to where she was confined. I am sorry. Just because we can't escape by the method we originally wanted doesn't mean we can't still escape. Do you have a plan? I've been thinking non-stop. I may have something, but it will take some coordinating to execute properly. Doesn't involve killing, does it? I hate killing. It's all over my robes. Oh, buy some new robes, you dunderhead. Stop bickering for 2 minutes. Her Grace has something to say. Dora and Draco grew bashfully silent. What is your plan, Your Majesty? Loren's eyes met with Saren's as she looked at him like he was more than just a slave for the first time. It's risky, and yes, it does involve killing. Ah, crap. I don't know about you, but I'm not going to rot in this jail cell for much longer. I have to find my mother. Lauren closed her eyes for a moment as she returned to her thoughts. We can kill the guard who brings our food and use his keys to unlock our cell. We'll also steal his weaponry, and then Before her thoughts could continue, the sound of guards' heavy footsteps echoed down the hall. It's Gandalf the White! We're saved! Everyone in the party came to attention and looked up to see an old man surrounded by several armored men. He stopped in front of their cell and waved the men to leave. Saren surveyed the man curiously, knowing full well that he had to be a mage. He wore a wizard's hat and carried a magician's staff. Saren watched with a flicker of worry in his eyes as the old mage eyed Loren intensely. Why are old people so pervy? Anyway, she looked as though she were ready to spring into action at any moment. But the expression of the old man was imperturbable. Favorite word, apparently.
Good day, young foreigners.
Who are you?
You're very direct for a prisoner, young lady. But there is no reason for me not to introduce myself properly. My name is what? Apollymesho.
Sure it is.
Apollymesho. And I'm the...
Dude, you're Gandalf, and I'm the Archwizard of Grimoire. So, what do you want with us? Well, your group is very unique. A bunch. We don't see a collection of individuals with such a diverse background in these parts. Loren looked suspicious of the old man, but remained silent as she listened to his explanation. Since you are all quite unique, we have a proposition for you. Would you be interested in hearing our offer? Well, I doubt we have very much choice in the matter. The town's council is willing to forgive you for the trouble you stirred up, if... So what? It was fine that we murdered 5 and then 3, 6, 8? We murdered 8 guards, and you're just like, oh, that's fine, no big deal. That's... If you help us with this very urgent matter, there is a precious artifact that we were trying to recover, but all of our attempts to get it back, thus far, have been thwarted. He's the castle cook wanting to get their last meal orders. That's it. The Empire is in search of the only known holy sword left in existence, the Ember Blade. It is said to be atop Mount Kronos. But that mountain is in Elven territory. That is correct, young one. The only way to access it is to pass through the Elven territory, which instantly creates a complication for us humans. The elves prohibit anyone from the Empire on their lands, making it impossible for any of our squads to go. And young travelers, that is where you come in. You think they would let us pass because we're not all humans, correct? That is exactly what we hope, since your group is small and of mixed kind. We are hoping that the elves will think that you're simply travelers rather than on a mission for the Empire. So you just want us to go to the mountain and retrieve a sword, and then we're free to go? Yes. Easy peasy. Almost too easy. What's the catch? Well, the journey to Mount Kronos is not an easy one. The forest has many dangers, so the elves will not be your only threat. The mountains themselves are home to the mountain dwarves, snow goblins, and other hostile creatures. Dora frowned at his comment, but Loren interjected before the dwarf woman had the chance to say anything more. I'm looking for my missing mother. That is our priority. That is why we came to this town. If your freedom is not incentive enough, it's not. Well, as a member of the council, I could make use of all the resources available to me to find your missing loved one. I may even personally know her whereabouts. What is your mother's name? Loren tensed. Queen Karen of the Amazons. Silence fell for a few moments after she admitted the truth of their mission. Gandalf didn't seem to be surprised by her statement and instantly drew up conclusions in his mind. He nodded his response. Fly, you fools, fly! No, I can most certainly help you. The surprise reflected in Loren's eyes was clear. Are you serious? Do I have your word? Yes, you certainly do, Princess. I will be glad to assist you, if you first accept my task. Loren hesitated for a moment, a war of thoughts pulling back and forth in her mind, before she nodded somberly. I will accept your mission, then. We will venture through the Elven territory to retrieve the artifact for you. New quest, that scared me. The Ember Blade. Oh, it disappeared. It's fine. Wonderful. I'll be accompanying you, of course, to ensure that everything goes as planned. Do you mean to make sure that we don't run away? Yeah, you can say that. Loren looked over to Saren, a glimmer of excitement reflected in her eyes. Well, here we go. I'm not so sure. Perhaps Gandalf is too old for such things. The Elven Forest isn't really a place for decrepit old men. Watch your tongue. Gandalf was silent for a moment before he started to mutter a magical enchantment. Saren was petrified, unable to move even a centimeter under the spell's power. Loren blinked in surprise before a shadow of worry came over her face. Gandalf, undo the spell. Saren may not be the wisest person, but this is too much. The servant should know the proper place. I agree, now release him. Gandalf looked somewhat disappointed as he waved his wand and Saren returned to normal, gasping for air. Loren placed her hand on his shoulder and looked at him with an unusual look of concern on her face. Are you well? Saren stared at her for a moment, rather stupefied before nodding. She most likely dismissed the unusual behavior as a side effect of the spell. I think so. Good, now apologize. Saren looked up at Gandalf with a very changed opinion of the old mage. Please forgive my rudeness, Sir Gandalf. I had clearly underestimated you. Watch your tongue in the future. Sharp words can incite as much trouble as the sharp edge of a sword. I will remember that. Though his comment had not gone over well, he did feel rather pleased that Loren had actually shown a degree of concern for him. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for me to break it all off. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Again, I'm going to be back next week with more chaos and crazy and chicanery. We'll probably continue this if no one's like passionately hating it. I said, it's fun enough. There's a lot of storyline, but it's not a bad story. It's interesting. It's kind of funny. So, and honestly, the combat's not that bad. Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do about that because it's really bothering me. I have a hard time with seafood in general. The smell of it just makes me really nauseous. Oddly, I can eat tuna, but that's about it. Almost everything else, and occasionally I can have shrimp and stuff. Though if I have the option of not having it, I don't. Or I do not have. I try to avoid it. But he's making some nasty clam chowder or something. So you got clams, he adds fish to it, and then there's some other nasty seafood thing that he does. And I don't know, some of you might like the smell of seafood cooking. To me, it's one of the most disgusting smells on the planet. So, like, if you cook something with tuna, if you're 5 feet away, you don't smell the tuna smell. If you cook, like, scallops, I think they like those things. Scallops, whatever they are. If you cook those things, it permeates the entire house. Like an entire building will reek. Or if you cook a fish, or like a lot of people complain when people reheat seafood or fish or whatever in a microwave. It's the same thing. Like the whole room, building, whatever smells terrible after that. And I can't handle it. Like I will not be going anywhere near upstairs probably for the next several hours until the stench has dissipated. So here's hoping it does all that. Anyway, guys and gals, try to microwave pork rinds. Are those even won't they just burst into flames? Because they're already dried out pork skin or whatever. I bet that smells awful too. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Anyway, guys and gals, have a good day. Check out tonight if you get a chance at about 4 hours time, a little bit less than that. I will be continuing the adventures of Hobo Maggins and Tales of Magial on the Steam store page. So just go to the Tales of Magial store page, and I'll be live on that. You guys can check that out and enjoy. And then tomorrow on Twitch at the same time as this stream went live today. And I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow. We'll figure it out. Anyway, take care, everybody. Have fun, and I'll see you next week.